Developmental milestones, newborn to toddler. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Well Baby channel. Today, welcome to our journey through the incredible developmental milestones of newborns, infants, and toddlers. From the moment they're born, these little ones embark on an amazing journey of growth and discovery. Today, we'll explore the key milestones that mark their physical, cognitive, social, and emotional progress during their early years. Make sure to watch until the very end because I'm sure it will be very valuable to all of you first-time parents out there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so we can help you as much as possible with your precious bundle of joy. Now let's dive straight into the video. Newborns, those precious bundles of joy who have just entered the world. At this stage, they rely on their basic reflexes and senses to navigate their new environment. Newborns display reflexes like the Moro reflex, which causes them to startle in response to loud noises or sudden movements. They also exhibit the grasp reflex, curling their fingers around objects that touch their palms. Their senses of taste, smell, touch, and hearing are quite advanced. They can recognize their parents' voices and often turn toward familiar sounds. Newborns seek comfort and security through physical contact. They gaze into their parents' eyes and can imitate facial expressions. As time goes on, we find ourselves in the infant stage, which is characterized by rapid growth and increasing interaction with the outside world. Infants gradually gain control over their motor skills. They learn to lift their heads while lying on their stomachs, roll over, sit up with support, and eventually learn to crawl. Curiosity sparks during this stage. Infants begin to explore objects by touching, shaking, and banging them. They develop object permanence, understanding that an object still exists even when it's out of sight. Babbling becomes more complex, and infants respond to familiar words and tones. They might even start using simple gestures like waving and pointing. Time flies, and soon we find ourselves in the toddler stage, where rapid growth continues and independence takes center stage. Toddlers become adept at walking, running, and climbing. They refine their fine motor skills, such as picking up small objects, using utensils, and attempting to dress themselves. The vocabulary expands rapidly. Toddlers start speaking in short sentences and can engage in simple conversations. They enjoy asking questions and showing off their newfound language skills. This stage sees the emergence of more complex emotions and interactions. Toddlers form attachments with peers, engage in imaginative play, and begin to understand and express their emotions. Now let's delve into the captivating aspects of newborns' motor skills, sensory development, and budding social interactions. At birth, newborns enter the world with an array of reflexes that shape their initial motor abilities. When a newborn's cheek is touched, they instinctively turn their head in that direction, a response that helps them find their mother's breast for feeding. The act of sucking emerges as a natural response to stimuli and is essential for nourishment through breastfeeding or bottle feeding. Often referred to as the startle reflex, this involuntary response involves the newborn's arms flinging out and then drawing back in after a sudden noise or movement. When an object is placed in a newborn's palm or foot, they automatically curl their fingers or toes around it, showcasing the grasp reflex. The sensory world opens up to newborns, offering a plethora of sensations to explore and interpret. While their visual acuity is limited initially, newborns can focus on objects about 8 to 12 inches away. They are drawn to high-contrast patterns and prefer to look at human faces. Newborns possess a well-developed sense of hearing. They are at ease with familiar sounds like lullabies and can recognize their parents' voices. A newborn's sense of smell and taste are well developed from birth. They display preferences for the scent of their mother's milk and show reactions to different tastes. The sense of touch is vital for newborns' comfort and bonding. Skin-to-skin contact provides a sense of security and warmth, promoting emotional connections. Newborns show a surprising capacity for social connection, despite their developmental stage. Newborns are drawn to human faces and can maintain brief periods of eye contact with their parents, forging the foundations of attachment. They often mimic facial expressions, responding to smiles with their own tentative grins, laying the groundwork for nonverbal communication. Newborns communicate primarily through crying, indicating their needs for hunger, comfort, or attention. They also engage in soft cooing sounds, which parents often respond to with comforting words. Newborns form an emotional bond with their primary parents, usually their parents. This attachment lays the groundwork for trust and emotional security. Let's delve into the captivating realms of an infant's motor skills, sensory development, and burgeoning social interactions. As infants continue to grow, their motor skills take center stage, paving the way for remarkable physical achievements. Placing infants on their tummies helps them develop neck and upper body strength, preparing them for the next stages of mobility. Around 3 to 6 months, infants often master the art of rolling from their backs to their tummies and vice versa, giving them newfound autonomy. Between 6 and 8 months, many infants learn to sit up with support. This opens up a whole new perspective on their surroundings. Typically occurring between 6 and 10 months, infants start exploring their environment through crawling or scooting on their tummies. The world is a sensory wonderland for infants, and their senses play a vital role in understanding and interacting with it. As their vision sharpens, infants become more adept at tracking moving objects and recognizing familiar faces. They show interest in bright colors and patterns. Infants continue to refine their hearing, distinguishing between different sounds and responding to their names. Exploring the world through taste and smell, infants often put objects in their mouths to understand their texture and taste. Infants' sense of touch helps them explore objects, textures, and the people around them. They enjoy reaching out to touch and feel everything they can. Infants are born social beings, and their interactions with their parents and the world around them are crucial for their emotional and cognitive growth. The foundation of attachment is strengthened as infants develop a strong emotional bond with their primary parents. This attachment provides a secure base for exploration. Around 2 to 3 months, infants start to respond to their parents with genuine smiles, marking the beginning of reciprocal social interactions. Between 6 and 9 months, infants engage in babbling, producing a range of sounds that resemble real speech. Parents often respond, forming a basic turn-taking interaction. Infants begin to imitate actions and gestures they observe in their parents, such as clapping hands or waving goodbye. Now it's time to journey through the intriguing domains of an infant's motor skills, cognitive development, and blossoming of communication. Infancy is a time of incredible motor skill milestones as babies discover their physical abilities. Around 3 to 4 months, infants start reaching for and grasping objects within their reach, developing hand-eye coordination. As they approach 6 months, infants begin to understand that objects exist even when they're out of sight. This newfound awareness influences their exploration. Between 6 and 9 months, many infants master the art of sitting without support, gaining control over their core muscles. As they approach their first year, some infants may start crawling, pulling themselves to stand, and even taking a few wobbly steps while holding onto furniture. Infants are little thinkers, constantly absorbing information and making sense of their world through cognitive leaps. Infants display a keen interest in exploring objects and their properties. They shake, bang, and drop things to understand cause and effect. Around 8 to 12 months, infants experiment with problem solving, such as figuring out how to retrieve a toy that's out of reach. They mimic facial expressions, sounds, and gestures they observe, showcasing their cognitive understanding of social interactions. Infants develop an affinity for patterns and repetition. They might clap their hands in response to a repetitive jingle, showing cognitive engagement. Communication is a dynamic journey for infants as they begin to express themselves and understand others. Infants begin making cooing noises as early as 2 months, and by 6 months, they are making more complex babbling noises. These vocalizations are their first steps towards speech. Infants use gestures like pointing to communicate their desires or interests, indicating that they understand the power of communication. Infants respond to their parents' speech patterns, recognizing familiar words and tones. Their faces light up when they hear a familiar voice. Around their first birthday, infants may utter their first recognizable words, a remarkable milestone that opens the door to verbal communication. Be sure to tune into our other informative videos listed right here on our channel, like essential must-haves for first-time moms and what is a C-section. You won't want to miss them. Finally, let's delve into the vibrant domains of a toddler's motor skills, language development, and the intricate tapestry of social and emotional growth. Toddlerhood is a time of boundless energy and physical achievement as young explorers navigate their world with newfound dexterity. By the age of 1, most toddlers have mastered the art of walking and are eager to explore their surroundings independently. As their fine motor skills evolve, toddlers learn to manipulate objects with precision, using their fingers to stack blocks, draw, and complete simple puzzles. Toddlers exhibit a fascination with climbing furniture and objects, showcasing their developing motor skills. They also love jumping, hopping, and exploring different ways to move their bodies. By the age of 2, many toddlers can attempt to feed themselves, drink from a cup, and even dress themselves, contributing to their growing sense of independence. The toddler stage is a whirlwind of language growth as these little chatterboxes discover the power of words and communication. Toddlers experience a vocabulary explosion between 18 and 24 months, learning new words at a rapid pace. They're eager to name objects and people in their environment. By age 2, toddlers start combining words to form simple sentences. They use gestures, facial expressions, and tone to convey their emotions and needs. Toddlers are insatiably curious, asking why, what, and how questions as they seek to understand the world around them. Language is intertwined with imaginative play as toddlers create stories, engage in pretend play, and enjoy narrating their activities. The toddler stage is a delicate dance of forging connections and understanding emotions, paving the way for lifelong social and emotional skills. Toddlers engage in parallel play, where they play alongside their peers without direct interaction. This is a stepping stone to more cooperative play. As toddlers start to grasp emotions, they show empathy by comforting others when they're upset. They also begin to recognize and label their own feelings. Toddlers display unique temperaments, asserting their autonomy and preferences. They might engage in minor power struggles as they seek to assert their independence. Strong attachments with parents continue to be crucial, providing a safe haven from which toddlers venture into the world and return for emotional support. The journey of newborn development is a captivating one, filled with the wonders of motor skills, sensory exploration, and early social interactions. As parents, understanding and nurturing these aspects of a newborn's growth can greatly enhance their overall well-being and set the stage for a lifetime of learning and connection. Remember, each interaction with a newborn is an opportunity to witness the magic of their development unfold before your eyes. The infant stage is an awe-inspiring chapter of development, where motor skills, cognitive growth, and communication intertwine to create a tapestry of exploration and understanding. As parents and witnesses to these milestones, we play a vital role in nurturing and supporting their growth. Each discovery, each gesture, and each word spoken mark the progress of these remarkable individuals on their journey of becoming. The infant stage is a captivating chapter of growth, discovery, and connection. As parents and observers, understanding the significance of motor skills, sensory development, and social interactions empowers us to provide the right stimuli and nurture the bond between infants and their parents. Each giggle, each grasp, and every curious gaze are steps along the path of development, shaping the individuals these infants will become. The toddler years are a whirlwind of discovery, characterized by remarkable motor skill achievements, linguistic growth, and the blossoming of social and emotional intelligence. As parents, guiding these eager learners through this stage involves nurturing their physical abilities, fostering language development, and creating a supportive environment for their social and emotional exploration. Each step they take, each word they utter, and each emotion they express paint a vivid portrait of their unique journey into the world of possibilities. And there you have it, the incredible journey from newborns to toddlers, marked by astonishing growth and development. As parents and guardians, understanding these milestones helps us support their growth and provide the appropriate guidance and stimulation. Thank you all for tuning in today. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, feel free to leave your comments or questions below. Remember, each child is unique, and they will progress at their own pace, but it's the wonder of these milestones that makes every step of this journey truly remarkable. Take care, and all the best to you and your family.